So we've looked at how to create posts and pages inside of WordPress. We've looked at how we can link in external media like YouTube videos and images even, but how about putting media inside of our own WordPress, our own images? Well, let's take a quick look at how we can do that. Right now I'm on my dashboard and I'm going to switch to media. And if I click on the library or just click on media, you'll see this. This is going to list all my media items. Now, right now, I don't have any, so I'd have to add some. To add them, I'm going to click Add New. And then I can literally just drag and drop files onto my upload, or I can go to Select Files. So I'll kind of show you both ways real quick. Here's an image I'm going to add. You notice it takes a minute and now it shows up. Likewise, I just dragged and dropped that image. How long it's going to take is depending upon how big your image is. Now, if I go back to my library, we'll see the two separate files that I uploaded. When I click on the blue bucket, it comes up. I notice I can see who uploaded it, when it was uploaded, what the file name is. It tells you what the type of image is and how big the image is. I can put in things like the title and descriptive information in the alternative text. This is usually used especially for people who might be visually impaired, and we need to explain what an image is. Now, one of the things that you don't see in here is that there's actually multiple files that get created when you upload this file. So if you remember back to our settings and we got to choose the media sizes, anything that is smaller than this will automatically be created. Now this is a particularly small image. It's only 430 by 350. So it probably doesn't have very many, if any, extra files created. But if you have a larger file, they will be created for you. Now, we don't have to know about that. It's going to use them later on. Now, where? Well, remember here is my upload file, so I can see where it is uploaded. I can copy this URL to the clipboard if I want to. I can also delete the image permanently if I need to. This is the other file, and if I click on Edit Image, you'll notice there's some very basic things that I can do. There's not a lot, but there are some. So for example, I can rotate my image or backwards. I can flip it. I can crop it. That's really about all I can do. The most important one that you'll usually run into is the cropping tool if you need to. Once you're done with those images, click on the Save, and it will automatically go in and save. Now, this is one way of adding images. The other way is just as common, and I'm going to go to my post real quick. I'm going to click on the Hello World. And I want to add a new image. So I'm going to click on the plus. Specify image, and I'm going to choose to upload it from here. You'll notice that the image is pretty large, 1024 by 1024. It actually had to shrink it down, and it's displaying the large version here. Now, I could also display medium or thumbnail if I want a smaller image. These are those default sizes that are automatically created for you. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up real quick. But I want my text to wrap around it. And you'll notice it didn't do that by default. So I'm going to come over here to change alignment. I'm going to say I want it to align left. Now my text is here on the right-hand side. The image is on the left. I can also, of course, align to the right or choose to align to the center. Notice if you align to the center, your text is below you, not to the sides. Let's go back to align left. You notice as I keep typing, I stay to the right-hand side of my image. So what is this going to look like? Okay, how accurate is this preview? I'm going to click the update real quick. I'm going to preview in a new tab. So you'll notice that here's a new line is still showing here. This is probably because my image itself is actually pretty big around this text, and that's why it's not showing. If I were to resize my image, it might get a little bit bigger or get a little bit smaller and resize accordingly. But as of right now, that's how it's showing. I could, of course, replace this image if I click on it and click replace. I can open my media library or upload a file. And so there we go with the uploaded. I'm going to choose to make it rounded in my styles. Update this. Preview it once again now. Here's my update. Now, because this image is a little bit wider, it moved my text a little bit further, and here's a new line is now showing on a new line. So this all is very dependent upon what it is. The little preview window that you see here is not completely accurate, so you always want to preview things in your actual browser if you can. Just as we replaced an image with an image that was already in our media library, I can simply click to add a new image and pick from the media library as well. Now, what other types of files can you put in? Well, your media library will hold other things. So let me update this real quick. So, for example, when I look at all my media items, I have the ability to filter. And I can filter based on only images or only video or audio. I can look at documents like PDFs or spreadsheets like Excel files. So as I upload, I can upload a lot of different types of files in here. I don't have to limit myself to just images. A lot of times people think that, oh, media library is just images. It doesn't have to be. It very often is, but we can also include videos, audio clips, etc. And that's an important thing to keep in mind. Now, you will find, especially if you're using audio and video, that your files are going to take up a lot of space, and your web host may restrict based upon how many people are browsing, how big your files are. You might run out of space, and that can cause problems. So in a case like that, you'll need to make sure that either you have an appropriate hosting account or a third-party service you can upload those to, or use an external third-party source like YouTube to be able to host your videos for you. So just a couple of things to think about as you're building out your site in the future.